Yo, what's good, Jets Nation? This is Jets Media, bringing you guys the next episode on my player profiles series I created on my channel when I break down each player on the New York Jets and give you guys my opinion on their strengths and weaknesses, their 2019 stats, and their projected 2020 stats. I previously went over Denzel Mims, Quinnen Williams, and Le'Veon Bell. And in this one, as you guys can tell by the title, I will be talking about our star safety, Jamal Adams. I am so excited to bring you guys this video of me breaking down Jamal Adams and give you guys his strengths and weaknesses. And I'm going to get into his contract discussion, rumors, and all that type of stuff. And I'm a huge Jamal Adams fan, so I'm really excited to dig deep into the stud safety that we have in Jamal Adams. And I just want to say, I noticed I'm getting a lot of new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. I love having you guys here, and I'm excited to continue bringing you guys consistent Jets content all throughout the summer, carrying over into this season. So going right into Jamal Adams, obviously he is our best player on the team and arguably the best player at his position in the entire NFL. I don't think that's really that much of debate by now, but there's definitely some people that disagree that Jamal is not the best. Maybe he's top 3, and that's totally okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but me personally, I think Jamal Adams is the best safety in the NFL for multiple reasons. He is extremely versatile, can play multiple positions. He is not just a safety, and he can line up at the linebacker position, the edge rush position, the slot corner, strong safety, free safety. He lines up all over the field, and his energy is just unmatched. A guy like Jamal Adams is on a path to greatness. His idol is Michael Jordan. He's signed to the Jordan brand, and I can tell he has that Michael Jordan mentality. The only way that you're great in this league or any league in general is all about the mindset, and I think Jamal Adams has mastered the mindset of to become great. And I know there's a lot of drama with Jamal Adams, but that really comes with it when you have a star like him in New York. New York media is unfortunately very toxic, and it's hard for players to survive. You saw what happened with Odell Beckham Jr. on the Giants. He was an absolutely phenomenal player, but there's drama, so they ended up trading him. I'm really hoping Jamal Adams becomes a Jet for life, and this contract extension can really get done, if not this season, next offseason, because Jamal Adams is on a path to become one of the greatest safeties to ever play the game. And there are a lot of reasons why, and I'm going to list you those exact reasons in this video. I personally think Jamal Adams is worth paying the highest paid safety at his position because he is not just a safety. Like I said earlier, he can just take a whole defense and just make it elite. We saw the Jets last year. Our top guy next to Jamal Adams, CJ Mosley, was out for the whole entire year, and Jamal Adams was kind of the only star power left on that defense, and he just took over that whole defense. He was our best edge rusher. He was one of our best coverage corners, slot corners, Brian Poole was good, but when Jamal Adams went on the tight end, he completely locked him down. He solidified the outside linebacker position in zone coverage sometimes. He would drop back and just be a beast. He has that presence to him where opposing offenses are looking at the Jets and they're looking at number 33. How are we going to game plan against him? How are we going to block him? Like, he is everywhere. He's not coming on the right or the left. He does it like Greg Williams just knows how to utilize him to his full potential, and I'm so happy that Greg Williams is still our defensive coordinator because his first year with Jamal Adams, he just unleashed him in a way where we did not see in his first 2 years. And that's also because Jamal Adams is maturing and getting better each year. But Jamal Adams already been to 2 Pro Bowls in only 3 seasons, and like I said, I think he is the best player at that position. So going into Jamal Adams' 2019 stats, he racked in 75 combined tackles, 61 solo tackles, 10 tackle for losses, 6.5 sacks, 13 QB hits, 2 forced fumbles, 7 pass deflections, 1 interception, and 1 defensive touchdown. These numbers just jump off the board to like, wow, that is an all-around player. And don't even forget that he missed, I think, 3 games due to an ankle injury. And I think if he was healthy all year, he would have broke that sack record. I'm pretty sure it was 7 or 8 all-time sacks from a defensive back. Jamal was on pace to do that. When he had that 3-sack game against the Redskins, I was like, yo, he's about to break the record in only his 3rd season. But he got hurt, so that did not happen. So going into his projected 2020 stats that I came up with, I see him racking in 96 combined tackles, 75 solo tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 8 sacks, 15 QB hits, 4 forced fumbles, 10 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, and 1 defensive touchdown. I do think that Jamal Adams will play all 16 games, and hopefully he's playing for the Jets. I know there's a lot of trade rumors, and I know there's contract issues, but I'm hoping Jamal Adams is playing fully in 2020 with the New York Jets. And these projected stats are if he plays all 16 games. I think if he has 3 more games in 2019, his stats would be way different. So obviously he improved in almost every single category because I think he's only going to get better. He's a guy that's just working on his craft relentlessly. He's a guy that's so passionate for the game, and he's just driven to be great. So I really think he will be even better in 2020 and be all-pro again and another Pro Bowl season for Jamal Adams. 8 sacks is a lot for his safety. And looking at his 2019 numbers in 6.5 sacks, you can see it's possible. Obviously, if someone's telling you, yeah, my safety got me 8 sacks this season, like that tells you like he is not just a safety. He can do everything. He was the Jets' best edge rusher last year besides Jordan Jenkins, and that's at that safety position. So that tells you how valuable he is for this Jets defense. He is the heart and soul of this defense. They would be nothing without him. There's guys that look at Jamal Adams and just gravitate towards him. They want to match his energy. He's a leader, and he hates to lose. How many times do we see Jamal Adams so upset after a loss, and just like you saw a press conference and he was just deflated, he was depressed, and you want to see that. You know, you don't want to see people losing and just thinking it's okay and like no big deal. You want to see your star leader like upset. You know, he's passionate. We heard what Joe Douglas said. He wants his players to hate to lose more than they love to win, and that is the definition of Jamal Adams, and that's why I hope Joe Douglas extends him and makes him a Jet for life, which I think he will. So yeah, those are my projected 2020 stats. I really think he will be an improvement all across the board. And going into Jamal Adams' strength and weaknesses, there's a lot of strengths, as you can see. His energy, his passion for the game, his mentality. I went over these already, but I'm just listing you guys the strengths on the graph right here. His versatility, his QB pressure, and his coverage. These are 6 strengths that I came up with. I probably could have listed a couple more, but I don't want to overhype Jamal Adams too much just because I don't want to have 10 lists of his strengths, you know what I mean? So I came up with 6 strengths, and I think these 6 really show who Jamal Adams is. His energy is just relentless. He never stops. I'd never seen him take one play off. He's always going 110%. His passion for the game, he hates to lose. He's always like upset when they lose, and when they win, he's going crazy. He's tweeting like we're going to the Super Bowl. I remember when we beat the Lions in 2018, week 1. His Instagram post got me so hyped. He's like, this team's different. We're blah, blah, blah. And obviously he was wrong, but still, that's what we want from our star safety, to just hype us up and be that leader. His mentality, I already went over this. I don't really want to go too deep into it again. Basically, he has that MJ mentality. He wants to be great. He's a relentless worker and all that type of stuff. His versatility, I went over as well. He can play multiple positions. He is not just a safety. I'll say that again. He is not just a safety. He can get to the quarterback off the edge. That is very, very valuable for a safety in this league or any position. You need to get to that quarterback. And his coverage, he can drop back, cover the tight end, cover the receiver. He just has that instinctual timing where they catch the ball and he just hits him in perfect timing, so it's a pass breakup. He's just that good. Going into Jamal Adams' weaknesses, I honestly couldn't think of a weakness in his game. Maybe I'll have his hands as a weakness, his contract situation, and that's really it. I can't think of anything else. The only reason why I have hands is because he doesn't have the most interceptions, and he dropped a couple that he could have had, but it's not an issue. Jamal Adams not going to be that ball-hawking safety, so I'm not really too worried about that. And I have contract situation on here for a weakness just because it's causing a lot of drama in the team. Hopefully this really is not a problem after this season. I don't think it's going to happen this offseason, but Jamal Adams really wants his contract now. And Joe Douglas is saying, listen, we want to make you a Jet for life, but we're going to give it to you either during the season or next offseason. So be patient. We'll give you the money. And that's why it's a weakness, just because obviously it's not a weakness on the field. I'm just saying Jamal Adams in general, it's causing a rift. All the beat reporters are twisting it and making it a big deal. I just want to see Jamal Adams get paid and be a Jet for life. So those are my strengths and weaknesses for Jamal Adams. Just to end off this video, I want to give you guys my overall thoughts for his expectations in 2020 and beyond, and if he is a Jet for life. Obviously, this video is if Jamal Adams does not get traded, he does not sign with anybody else, and he signs a 5-year deal with the New York Jets. I think Jamal Adams has potential to get better and better and better each year and just elevate this defense to another level. Jamal Adams is going to be that Darrelle Revis type of guy on our defense, an all-time great. I'm telling you, I really think that Jamal Adams will be one of the greatest safeties to ever play this game, whether he's on the Jets or not. He just has that. I think it all comes down to his mentality. I really think he's just driven, and he will do anything in his power to improve his craft. And he also just has that instinctual ability to just play the game of football. His knowledge is insane. The way he reads offenses and just knows what's coming before it's even snapped. His anticipation, the way he explodes off the line of scrimmage is just literally insane. I remember watching all the Jets games in 2019, I would always watch Jamal Adams every time they're on defense, and I see him line up on the edge, and you see him jump off the line of scrimmage right when the ball snapped. Like, his anticipation is nuts, and he's in the backfield right when the quarterback's handing the ball off. Like, the quarterback has not even gave the running back the ball yet, and Jamal's back there about to wrap him up. Like, how crazy was that play when he just absolutely destroyed Saquon Barkley, ripped the ball from Daniel Jones, and returns it for a touchdown? That was probably the best defensive play I've ever seen. I could be biased because obviously I'm a Jets fan, but that was a different type of play. When have you ever seen a player like that just obliterate a star safety like Saquon Barkley and just abuse a quarterback with just taking it from him and returning it for 6? That's just unheard of. That doesn't happen. That is a star. That is a superstar. That is a megastar. I'm telling you, Jamal Adams has what it takes to be great. And I know I'm hyping him up a lot in this video, and he does have some off-the-field issues just with the drama. I can't have a Jamal Adams video and not talk about the trade rumors last year, and do I think he's get traded? I do not think he's going to get traded. I know last year he got really upset that Joe Douglas was fielding calls, but that's part of his job, and I know the details of that situation just to bring you guys, if you're not aware of it. Basically, the reason why Jamal Adams got so upset with Joe Douglas is they had a conversation, and Joe Douglas told Jamal Adams, "We don't want to trade you. We want you here for forever. We want you to make you a Jet for life." And then the trade deadline was like 4 days later or something like that. And then the Cowboys were interested in Jamal. A lot of teams were interested in Jamal Adams. So they called the Jets, and all Joe Douglas did was answer the phone like he should. It's his job. He's a GM. If someone's calling you about a trade, you pick it up no matter who it is, and that's what he did. So it didn't twist with Jamal Adams right because he heard Joe Douglas say something else. So he looked at him weirdly. "Oh, you're fake. You lied to me. I don't mess with liars." So that's why that whole drama really happened, and I think they're past that. I'm hoping Jamal Adams matured and realizes, like, okay, this is a business. I just want to take my money and become a New York Jet for life. That is what I hope will happen. So that really does it for this video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think of Jamal Adams and the whole contract situation and his strengths and weaknesses on all that type of stuff. I'm excited to continue bringing you guys consistent Jets content on this channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Let's go Jets. Peace.